Welcome to the Lynn Lineup, a show that highlights upcoming events happening in the Lynn community. Today, I'm joined by Lisa and Alex from Private Jewels, and we're here to talk about the New England Silver Gloves Tournament happening on November 3rd and 4th at Lynn Tech's Fieldhouse, and doors open both days at 6. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Hey, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So, what is the Private Jewels Boxing Club?
Private Jewels Boxing Club. The first thing I have to say, we are family. That's the first thing I need to say. We are definitely a competitive-driven boxing gym that, symbolize everything about life. We got kids there that are fighting and having it rough, and we also got kids there that, life is good, but at the same time, they're all working together and helping each other to reach that dream together, and that's what I always do this and strive for, to do it every single day, to be there for them, because it's just beyond a gym, telling you. It's just people, the way they support it, the city, everybody. It's just a beautiful thing.
And at the Boxing Club, what programs do you offer? I know you have a youth program. What is the age range of people participating? Okay,
so we got Junior Olympic program. It's from USA Olympics. I'm actually a USA Boxing official and actually a USA Boxing coach certified. I'm also the USA Boxing Olympic head coach for the New England Olympic team. We got kids ranging from all ages, from 8 all the way to 40. This program is basically based to grow USA Olympic style boxing and Olympic level. So, we're here to get the best boxers out of the nation to represent us in a higher level. But in my program, we took that program, brought it a little better. So what I mean a little better, the big problem we have with a lot of boxers today, they box, but what happened after boxing? Most of them end up in the street. Yeah. They don't have nothing. They don't have nothing to back them off of the sport. So why don't we bring something beautiful as education? Knowledge is the power. And I'm a true believer on that. And what we bring into these kids, helping them through education, helping them get fun to just go to college, get them scholarships. Just seeing these kids that never thought they had a reason in life to go forward, now they have a door open to take that dream and make it happen. They could break that vicious circle. It's a beautiful thing. What do you think, Lisa? Talk to me.
It's wonderful. Okay, so we're trying to give them all of the qualities that they would need to be on the right path. So they're not just boxers, they're educated athletes.
And so for the tournament itself, this is a 2-day tournament. There's going to be a lot of fights. How many matches are planned?
So the first day, I think we're going to have 30 junior fights?
We're going to have 30 Olympic fights that are based for the Junior Olympics that ranges between the ages 8 to 15. Then we're going to have 8 bouts that are going to be special bouts. Special bouts are going to be the elite kids, like kids that we're going to be having fun be like Sheeta Ellis, Charlie Espinal, kids like that, like Zach Kalmans, names like that. These are kids that Olympic champions. These are kids that have been ranked nationally, Golden Glove champs, Silver Glove champs, and these are kids that people follow, and these are the kids that kids look up to. So we're going to have them too in there.
Mm-hmm.
And you were saying there's going to be a lot of fighters participating. You guys actually have 162 gyms that are participating in this in one way or another. Mm-hmm. How exactly do the fighters and these gyms get involved in this tournament?
Okay, so we have a sign-up list that people come in. They go to either usaboxing.org or they could go to my website as well, privatejewelsfitness.com, and we have a sign-up list for the fighters. The fighters have to be all registered on the USA Boxing Sanction Fighting. They have to get a doctor's approval. They're just gonna get the book and stuff. I have to get a doctor approval that they're boxer ready. They have to have a coach registered on the USA Boxing and a registered gym. So there's 3 factors that have to be on there to be a fighter. Plus, you have to be ready. this is boxing, this is a real sport. You should train hard and understand and get a gym. They understand the concept of boxing. You just don't want to go out there and try something you never tried. Things like that. They have
Even
to
though
just be careful.
they're 1 minute rounds for the younger kids, but that's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're in a ring, I'm sure it
Because you
feels
don't
like forever.
stop moving. Yeah, you don't stop moving. I know people think like, oh, I can go in there and just go a couple of rounds, but it's really taxing. It's not something very easily done. You need to have endurance. So you really have to be fit, athletically fit. I could never do it, but these kids are pretty amazing.
And this is a regional tournament,
Yes.
so the goal is for the kids to advance to a national tournament.
Yes.
So what are the steps after this? What is the process like? And it eventually gets to the Olympics.
Yes,
right?
so you got your regional tournaments. That's what we hear. I've been in Rhode Island for the past 80 years. I'm the new head director for the Silver Glove program. So we change it from Rhode Island back here to Lynn, back to where it started, Massachusetts. So we brought it back home. The beautiful thing about this regional tournament that it has to be focused on all the 7 states, New York and New Jersey. From here it goes to nationals. From nationals now I have to be a state representative when we go against all 50 states to become the best of the best.
And obviously one of the clubs that are going to participate, Private Jewels Boxing.
Oh yeah.
So we got some winners that will be in this
Yes,
tournament. So
yes.
how many winners are there? Any names that you can toss out?
Yeah, we got 10 letters in here. We definitely got. Charlie is one of representative. We got Chris is another representative. We got
Sheeta.
Eric. We got Sheeta is another representative. We got Joshua Moore, another representative. The good thing about all these kids, they all go to our high schools, English, classical.
Yep.
KIP, Bricket. My son is 9 years old, and he's gonna be representing too. He's gonna be fighting in that tournament as well, and he's more excited than anybody. All these kids are just can't wait to be the 3rd and the 4th.
Yep.
This is a beautiful thing. Sound like Don King. Come on.
So we only have about a minute or so left.
Yes.
Anything that you want to mention to people before we head off?
Yeah, I just want to stress that I was one of the parents that when I heard about, boxing coming into Lynn, I kind of thought like, why are we supporting punching? Like I couldn't understand, like, isn't that violent? Like, I'm not okay with that. But after I came to meet with Alex, and I sat down and I watched the kids and how the program works, it's not even about the fighting. It's more about the discipline and the dedication and what they put into it. More or less, they know when not to fight. They would keep it in a ring. They'll walk away from an argument because they care more about their reputation and what it could do to them being able to fight because they're registered. So it's actually gotten a lot of the kids to be able to know when to walk away and when to deal with things. And, as a mom, I watched the kids fight, and at first I was like, oh my God. But it's just like karate, karate and these other sports, and people say, oh, what about the concussions? And boxing isn't even on the concussion list as the top 10. Football is worse, golf, look it up.
It's
golf.
the top 10.
Well, it's above boxing. Like, boxing isn't even
Wow.
on the list, and I was reading these things and I'm like, I never thought that I would have thought boxing, but it's not. They're very, very well protected with the gear that they have, and they know how to fight. They're taught very well on, it's not that easy to punch someone in the face when you're boxing. It's not, the shots they take are different. But these are trained boxers. This isn't a street fight, so it's very different. And as a parent, I would urge other parents to just check it out.
All right, thanks again for joining me, guys. And again, that's the New England Silver Gloves Tournament happening November 3rd and 4th at Lynn Tech Fieldhouse. The doors open at 6. Come on down. You might actually see a future Olympian at one of these. It's going to be a great time. I'm sure if you're a fan of boxing, definitely stop down. That's it for this edition of the Lynn Lineup. Thanks for watching.